Welcome back to BubbaChuck14, and today we are continuing with a cast of Transformers the movie 986. And even though this is not a studio series figure, but this is an awesome figure nonetheless. It's the Kingdom Cyclonus. I'm excited to check this figure out, so let's check out the packaging. And here we've got the packaging for the Transformers Kingdom Warfare Cybertron Cyclonus, and you can see that awesome artwork on the side which the Kingdom line is famous for. And if it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you can be notified of any new updates, new videos of my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and all the good stuff. And now back on with the video. And as you can see, he's a Voyager class, and just like Studio Series Scourge, he is also Voyager class, so they should match really well with scale. And then you see the Decepticon symbol and the Transformers Warfare Cybertron logo over there, and you see a little bit of the figure through the window. And then you have that Kingdom Warfare Cybertron artwork, which is all on the Kingdom figures. And then you have the product shots at the back, really awesome. And you can see Cyclonus transforms in 34 steps, and that's it for Kingdom Cyclonus. I'm excited to get this figure out, so let's check it out. Now we've got Cyclonus out of the box, and this is everything that comes with him. You have this instruction sheet, and just like all the other Kingdom instruction sheets, so it's pretty easy to read the instructions. And you also have Optimus Prime card with a sticker at the front, and on the back it's a dead Optimus Prime if you want to see what's in the back. And we also have his cannon, which is sculpted out in purple and painted in gray. And we now have the figure himself, Cyclonus, which is a really awesome figure. And now we'll take a closer look at Cyclonus, and as you can see, he's got this awesome light piping behind him, and that face sculpt really looks awesome, as you can see. And also the light piping, I'm showing it again here. You have the awesome Decepticon logo on the chest, and the details on this figure is really great. And if you look at the back, there is no kibble. It is really awesome engineering on the part of Hasbro. And for the articulation, it's really well articulated as well. It can look down, look up, turn 360, and his arms can turn around 360 as well, go out far that way. Got bicep swivel, 90-degree bend on the elbow, and then you don't have anything on the wrists, unfortunately. And then on the waist, you also have the waist swivel, and then there's no ab crunch, but you can kick forward that far, kick backward that far, do the splits really far. And then you've got the thigh cut over here in the swivel, and then you have a 90-degree, more than a 90-degree bend on the knees, and really awesome ankle rocker joint here. And now time for some size comparisons, and let's arm him up with his cannon as well. Now it's time for size comparison, and first off we have Earthrise Optimus Prime and Siege Megatron. That's how they look like together. And for Seeker comparison, here he is with Thundercracker, so you can see how tall he is with us compared to the Seekers. Of course, we have to bring in Scourge and the Sweeps, so you can see how he looks like with all the Decepticon minions that came with Galvatron. I really love how this guy looks like, articulation and everything. And I really love especially how this guy transforms. So let's get to it. Transform Cyclonus into his jet form. So first off, for transformation, you push up his fists. It's the same on the both of them, and then both can turn around to reveal the thrusters for the jet. Push it back down, same thing on the other side, and spin the forearms around so that the fins are facing forward. And then you turn the figure around, fold down the wing flaps, and then you can see you can fold out the wings, and then you have the tab, which will tab into the slot. Do it on both sides. So fold out the wings, then tab into the forearms. Now you've got both wings done. And now we go to the lower half of the figure, turn it around, open this flap, fold the feet in, and then fold this flap out, close it. So Same thing on the other side. And now you have the feet done. And then on the knees, you just shorten the knees by folding it in itself. So you just push this in forward. So you can see there's two hinges here, which will enable you to push the leg in and make it shorter. So you can see the difference between the two. So now you have them all folded in. You just tab them both together. So there's a tab here and a slot, and you can tab it both. You go back to the upper part of the body. You untab the sides of the chest, so you can see there's slots here where these were tabbed into. Now you can lower the chest cavity, which will reveal nose cone of the figure. Then you can also untab here on the back, which will give you space to spin this around. So now you can open this part of the nose cone, which will reveal this part, and you can fold it out as well and extend it. And then before you close this part, you can open this to reveal the tip of the plane. So once you got this out, you can fold it out, then fold this in to close it up. And then you can also close this part. And once you have that closed up, you have the front part of the plane completed. You can fold this back down again. Then you can fold this back in. And then you fold this out. Then you can spin this part and fold this down so you have clearance. And then you can see that there's a slot here for these two tabs to slot in. Then you can fold the wings down. Then you swing the wings. So once you have that tab here, you can tab the wings onto the side. And once you tab all the forearms on the side of the legs, you have Cyclonus in his jet mode and really looking awesome. And all you need to do is fold down the landing gear. You have landing gear on the lower part of the legs, and then you also have landing gear in the part of the nose cone. And now you got all the landing gear folded down. You have Cyclonus in the jet mode. I really love how that cockpit looks like. You can see that orange windows of the cockpit, really looking great. And then for weapon storage, if you want, you can store the gun here on the top, or you can store the guns here on the side of the wings, but it will not look good. It looks uneven, but I won't display that with a gun, and that really looks awesome. And here he is with one of the sweeps. They really look good together, really looking awesome. And for another size comparison, here he is with Studio Series Blur, so you can see the size comparison, and it's a really big looking jet compared to Blur. And one more comparison, here it is with Siege Skywarp, and they really look good together as Decepticon jets. And that has been my review for the Transformers Kingdom Voyager Class CYCLONUS, one of the best, if not the best engineered Transformer that has been produced in the main line by Hasbro. Thank you guys for staying out with me. I really highly recommend getting this figure. Really fun to play with. How he looks like is really awesome. Articulation, awesome. Transformation, super awesome. And he scales really well, and the colors on him are really G1-esque. So thank you guys again for hanging out with me. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and check out my other videos for Transformers, G.I. Joe, and sneakers as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This has been BubbaChuck14, and as always, celebrate life, be a miracle.